Welcome, and today we continue our journey to explore the planets, and we go on with Jupiter. So, Jupiter is the archetype of the dreamer, and it symbolizes everything that can be, that grows and expands. And of course, when we think of dreams, we think of the sign of Pisces, that is the sign that in ancient astrology was governed by Jupiter. What happens when we dream? We escape the illusion of the material world, and we start thinking outside the schemes, and we go beyond schemes. This is what Jupiter does. So we can see it as the dreamer, but also as the philosopher. That means going beyond what appears in reality and looking for the meaning of what is behind what we live in the material world. So it is a planet that can support us by expanding the context we're living in and opening up new ways at watching life and looking at life. And we can move up through Jupiter to a higher expansion of consciousness. So if we wanted to have the right relationship with Jupiter, of course, we have to be able to distinguish between fantasy and imagination, because imagination is something we build and can become in our mind. We build it in our mind and can become our reality. And in this, we are working with Jupiter at the best level, the higher level, okay? But if we indulge in fantasy is just something that doesn't exist. And so if we indulge in that, we don't activate the law of attraction, but we are just wasting our time. So there is also a negative way to live the energy of Jupiter, which is the energy of exaggeration and of indulging in pleasures, even in eating, even in material pleasures. And actually, we have to be very careful, because when we indulge too much, Jupiter can also expand our body and we become fatter, okay? So let's see the difference of how we live Jupiter at a different level as we do with the other planets. So when it is in the first kingdom, when it is, if you remember, the first kingdom, the first level is the level of when we are the victims. And so it is working in the worst way. And what we get is that we try to escape from reality, but we are not able to create a new one. And we don't have enough faith. Jupiter is also the planet of faith, but it is a way of having not faith, but dreaming big, fantasizing, as we said, and we don't have the positive effects of expansion. It is more becoming like wanting more and more without having the ability to create the more that we want. And so we can experience also big lack, because maybe we try to build a better life by underlying that we're victims and that we don't have enough. And if we do it with the Jupiter energy, we also are able to worsen our situation, because everything it touches is increased, grows, and also our sense of lack could grow. So be careful how you use your Jupiter. Of course, we have to know where it is situated in our chart, in our birth chart, to understand better. But if we are living it with the energy of the victim, we can even worsen our situation. So please remember, there are no planets that are good or bad. It all depends on our level of consciousness. So Jupiter, even if it is the planet that is considered very positive, it is not so accepted that it is always positive. Because a lot depends on us. So let's see what happens when we are better at managing its energy, and when we experience Jupiter at the higher level of the second level, we start entering the world of imagination, which means we can expand our consciousness and we can view different new possibilities in our life. Jupiter in this case is very much connected with the function of intuition, and intuition means I can see many possibilities. I'm not just stuck in the life I have. I can see better possibilities for me, and I start imagining what my life would be if I could go in a different direction. And in this way, this is how we use the law of attraction, and this is how we build a better life. So if you have faith, because also Jupiter is connected to faith, and we have positive thoughts, and we can really give a lot of energy, attention, and focus to that dream of ours, to that alternative possibility in our life, then this is when we really build our future in a very expansive way, and we can reach what we really want, especially if we think of it as a higher level of a quality of a higher level, like peace, love, abundance, and we are not greedily attached to a specific income. So grow, expand your awareness, your consciousness, think big with Jupiter, but big in a good sense, which means opening up to every possibility without remaining focused on the being greedy about one single possibility. Okay, and when we are on the third kingdom or the third level, we can really reach the best, because this is where we can build our reality in the state of infinite possibilities. We are really high level, and we are become magnificent creators of our future. So we are really in contact with the essence of who we really are, and we are at point zero, where everything can be created. So thank you very much. I hope I've been clear, and I'll see you soon with the Saturn. Ciao.